Hello, gamers, geeks, and chaotic cantrippers. It's another crossover between the two Discord servers. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, we're playing Eetho Breakdown, a world designed by my very good friend and fellow dungeon master, North. But yeah, in a campaign run by me. Yeah. So, yeah, would the players like to introduce us to their characters, please? Who wants to go first?
Since I'm a rookie, I'll go first. My character's name is Light Runner, a Astro Elf, Sorcerer Rogue, multi-class.
Uh-huh. Nice. And who's next?
I'm Tree. I play Merrick Anahal, a human warlock.
Yep.
Can I go next?
Of course you can.
I don't know.
I play Clank, the artificer, wildfire, biomancer, cobalt that goes.
You're an artificer druid. Yeah, which when you put them together, it kind of makes a biomancer. Yeah.
Yes, and I go yip.
You do go yip.
It's a mouthful.
Can I go back in my shell now?
No.
No.
Sorry, we're forcibly removing you.
You're not a turtle. Sorry.
What's to say I have a turtle shell? Why don't I?
What happened to the poor turtle?
Crab shell.
Either way, you'd have to scoop out the insides to be able to use it, and either way, you're a murderer.
Yep.
There are plenty of shells on this planet. Exoskeletons count as shells, right?
This is true. This is absolutely true. All right, who's next?
Go
on, John Boy.
I'm the smart noob. I'm playing Patrick, the rock star, which is a creature native to this planet.
Yes.
I'm playing a bard, exploit, warlock, multi-class.
Mm-hmm. Looks a little like Staryu, but with more tentacles.
Yeah.
That leaves us with John and Missouri and Grim.
Okay, I'll go. I'm Zane. I play John, the shadowy humanoid bard ranger.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what he is yet, but he looks humanoid.
Humanoid. Mm-hmm.
You can speak hug.
Yes, he does speak hugs. That is true.
Okay.
Oh, and he's got a gun, so he's packing.
Or maybe he's carrying a gun because he's not packing.
No, we're compensating for something. I don't. Anthony, looking at what he is, I think he's packing.
Can I get a link to the YouTube channel, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I want to go last for once, so now it's on Allison.
I'm sorry?
Wait,
I
what?
said I want to go last for once, so now it's on Allison.
You want to go last?
Guess you're going next.
No.
Yeah, you spoke up, so you're going. That's how this works.
No, that's...
That's always been the rule.
That's how it works.
This whole time because I didn't want to go.
Thank you, Allison. Sometimes you just gotta go. So you're going.
Whatever. I'm Barnsey. I'm playing a white dragonborn named Zuri. He is a druid and a monk or a drunk, which is not very far.
Indeed, not very far off at all. Thanks, Allison. Okay. Don't know if you saw Light Runner, but The link was posted in the Breakdown Rolls channel.
Hello, I am Grim of Clan Dustwalker. I am a Ranger Rogue. And what I do is very proficient.
Sweet.
She shoots and then asks.
Then asks.
So, I sneak, I shoot, I contemplate life, and then shoot. My problems
And
away.
then shoot again.
Indeed.
Gun is a very good problem solver.
Solve all the best problems. Okay, so what happened last time we played, folks?
I caused a boo-boo.
What happened? How did it start?
Well, you see, when somebody loves somebody very much,
Oh my gosh, I can't
That's
skip
new.
that yet.
I'll recap.
Go for it.
Okay, so we started off with the party waking up in the tavern. A few members decided they were going to do some personal stuff, aka Barnes. They don't have their names up, so Stardust and Barnesy decided they're going to make. Yeah, they're going to make drugs. That's what they did in the morning. During the process of making drugs, our rock star came downstairs to eat some food, where he came across my character Johnny. Johnny, or is it John?
John.
John, who was drinking. The rock star talked with John before the player had to go do some IRL stuff, which resolved with the rock star eating the ceiling of the tavern. Another player came down and talked with with John because they had nothing else to do, unlike the drug dealers. And
It was Merrick.
they started chatting. During that chat, they discovered John speaks fluent Hug, which is relatively useful. They asked for a drop of his blood to test if he's a gibbering mouther, which he is not. We had a few more antics of the rockstar eating the ceiling. We had a drinking contest between my character and Barnesy, and then we left. We came across what apparently a dragon. Well, we thought it was dragonborn that the party met beforehand, and we discovered that they're a gibbering mouther. Barnesy decided to go up with the gibbering mouther.
Yes.
To
Did you already know that she was gibbering mouther when Barnesy decided to follow her?
yes, we did. We figured it out.
Yeah, we
Why
figured it out
did you-
pretty quickly.
Why did you let him do that then?
Because you didn't give
Why
the
did
time.
Not only trying to.
You tried. Okay.
We then heard screams of pain that half the party thought was screams of pleasure and the other realized it was screams of pain. And when we came up, we found Barnesy tied down to the bed and the dragonborn naked above him. But she encouraged him to go on an adventure with us, and we fought her. During the fight, we discovered Barnesy is now a gibbering mouther, and we ended.
we do not know that yet.
We do know that.
Yeah, they're pretty clear. It's pretty fucking clear.
And then the rock star, who was outside, burst through the window at the very end, with not being able to see, but having blind sight, only knowing that there's a figure that looks like a Barnesy, but is made of the material of a gibbering mouther, and the bed that is made out of a gibbering mouther.
Yes. Yeah, they're solid. They don't have the internal structure that they should have. So while all of this chaos is going on upstairs,
Oh, great.
a visitor comes into the saloon. He is tall, strikingly handsome, and has pointy ears. And none of you guys see him because you're all upstairs dealing with this bullshit.
Who created said bullshit?
But
I may or may not like to cause chaos, okay? Even if I know it's gonna, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, okay? Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, technically you did get it, but was it worth it?
Yes.
Well, all right then.
Your character's dead, so I don't know if it's worth it.
He's not dead yet.
Go gibbering mouther! How are you going to stay with us?
we should probably alter your character sheet slightly to reflect your new abilities.
Slightly.
True.
Essentially, you're a plasmoid now instead of a dragonborn.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
We got 2 plasmoids.
Did he become a?
So I think I'm going to shoot the bed.
Hold on. What do you think?
How did he become a plasmoid and not a gibbering mouther?
Same family, basically. Remember how we reflavored things a little bit for your gelatinous playable character? Yeah. I'm simplifying it because now there are actual playable rules for a gelatinous character.
So, am I able to turn back into my Dragonborn once we, clear all these aids up?
There might be a way to do it, but it would probably involve the wish spell.
That was spell.
Or reincarnate, or something like that.
Heard. As long as I still got my daggers, I'm good.
Okay, well, make sure to bury you with them.
She couldn't digest, she couldn't digest those, so yeah. Anyway, so somebody's shooting the bed. That means
Yep.
So before the new characters even got a chance to be introduced to the party, we're going straight into a combat scenario.
I mean, you tell me there is a gibbering malware inside the bed, I'm going to fucking shoot the bed.
Fair enough. Roll initiative, folks. So, Hacksaw, you've never used the roller before, right?
I've did a couple practice ones, but that's it.
Alright, so what I want you to roll, because your initiative is a +3. Is that. That's what I want you to type. Perfect. I've got 4 people's initiative rolls so far. Where's the rest of you?
1 second.
No, now.
Am I just doing normal, or what am I doing?
Use your normal stats for right now, because you still think you are Dragonborn. Does that make sense?
For
You haven't. Well, you are. When you do certain things, there might be something else that happens, but I'll bring that up when it happens.
There we go.
Okay.
Heard.
Okay.
That was horrible. I have a +9. Really? That's fucking horrible.
It's still slower than I.
And my bad rolls are already off to a bad start.
I mean, it's already been proven a couple times, so
Alright. Actually, yeah, let's use the ooze. Yeah.
My character was sitting in there at a tavern, hears the sound of a fight, so I went upstairs.
Yeah. We're going to role play that in initiative order. Okay. All right. So I believe the highest roll was Grim at 25. Yes?
I believe so.
I do believe so. I do declare. Sorry. And then Mirik.
Should I roll damage for shooting the bed
Wait.
before combat starts, or?
No, it's you drawing a gun that basically goes, okay, I guess we're all fighting the bed now. And because
I don't have a gun. I hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Well, either way, preparing Eldritch Blast. But the bed's not surprised because it was already under threat. So, yeah, everybody was already, like, gearing up to attack the bed anyway. So, let's see what order it happens in. Where was I? Oh, yes. Misery is on 12. What's you doing there? Stop moving the screen while I'm trying to get all the numbers.
He's trying to fix his character.
John and Hank.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
John on 10. Light Runner also on 10. The bed on 9. And Patrick.
You're going to kill us, guys.
Anyway, I see what you're doing. Anyway, so Grim.
Probably. Okay.
Grim is going to shoot the bed a lot.
Okay. Go for it.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Okay, I'm only.
Question: Is shooting the bed a lot more acceptable than shitting the bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It depends on what state you live in.
One leaves a hole and one leaves a stain. Let's go.
It depends on what state you live in.
Once the mattress has a hole in it, it has some other uses.
God damn it!
Anyway,
Hey,
Alison.
phone?
He's not lying.
2 of your shots actually damage the bed.
Okay.
How much damage do you do?
Okay.
But your laser rifle as a plus.
And then I'll add like favored foe onto that.
All right. I imagine because you're really fast on the trigger, but the bed would have detected your first shot and sort of moved its physical matter out of the way, so that blast went right through without actually touching the thing. But your next 2 shots were slightly to the left and the right of the first shot and actually hit matter. Does that make sense? Matter/mattress. 32 points of damage. Nice.
So mattresses are your favorite foe?
No. They're aberration. But that's more or less something I have to deal with later.
Indeed. So.
But killing the lower life forms of slime will suffice.
Yes. Yeah, you don't like lesser oozes. Evil oozes.
Lesser oozes.
They give your race a bad reputation, don't they?
Yes.
Alright. So, Mirik.
Mm-hmm.
Lose this ooze.
Going to Eldritch Blast.
Blast!
So I'm gonna.
I believe you have 2 blasts at this point.
Oh, right. Would it be 2 iterations?
2 iterations! of d20 plus 6. And once again, the bed moves out of the way of one blast, but gets hit by the second one.
Woohoo! So that's a D10?
It's a d10 plus 3, because you have Agonizing Blast.
Agonizing.
Owie. Misery. What do you want to do?
Sorry.
Your turn.
Yep. I was just eating.
Oh, I'm glad it was eating. I thought you were taking a shit.
Nope.
On the bed?
Nope, wouldn't be on speaker if it was. Well, okay, never mind.
Go on.
Alright.
But you did it. You're using your...
Net 20.
You got a critical hit.
Yes, I did.
Very nice. Does 35 points of damage.
See?
Damage.
And
You got a crit with that one too?
2 fucking net 20s in a row. Let's go.
That's
Don't
ridiculous.
He really doesn't want it exposing him, huh?
Right? Don't stop. Get it. What's up? Okay. Sorry.
Now, composing. Okay, actually. Okay, never mind. Sweet.
Yeah.
So, Clank.
Wait.
Go on.
For the cold, you gotta succeed a con save 17 or else you start to get frozen. And for the poison, you got the con 17 for
They're both con saves?
paralyzation.
They're both con saves.
Yep.
Okay. 5. 22 and 19.
Damn it.
It's a bed. It's pretty warm.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Clank.
Yes, it is my turn.
Yes. What do you want to do to this bed?
Don't be too scared. No. Don't be too scary.
I have no idea what I want to do.
Do you want to burn it? Do you want to try and make friends with it?
Not gonna work.
Have some very passionate hugging on it?
Do you want to just hit it repeatedly with your duster? What do you want to do? Have your steel defender hump it?
No. Just because I'm getting a little bit confused and I'm struggling to keep track of it. So, Missouri is not the ooze bed person, or is he the ooze bed person?
Okay, Missouri seems to be fighting the bed alongside the rest of you.
Okay.
So, yeah. He seems to be on your side. Whatever he is, he still thinks he's who he used to be.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
I will yip, so people get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I will whack the bed with my duster.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
D20 plus 6.
6.
$24. So that's a D6 plus 4. of damage.
Can I add a...
Yeah, you didn't give yourself advantage on that, did you?
No, I did not. I should solve.
You have extra attack as well.
Oh, yes, I will... Blah.
Blah.
I will roll again. Can I add a branding smite to this?
Yes, but if you do, it means you can't command your Drake to attack.
Fair point. I actually want the Drake to attack, so I won't add the branding smite. 16 on the... Oh, wait, I'm rolling with advantage, aren't I?
Yeah, so roll that. Yeah, roll that second one again. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so you got a 24 and a crit. So altogether, that's going to be 3d6 plus 8.
3d6
Plus 8.
plus 8.
Mm-hmm. 16 points of damage.
The little emerald cobalt goes, yip yip, whack, 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 whack.
Yeah. You show him, little one.
Yip.
Okay. John.
Join the Net 20 Club. Come on.
Yeah, John, you hear the ruckus. So you're, well, I'll give you a couple of choices. You can either sprint upstairs as quickly as you can.
I'm not the new player.
Oh yeah, duh. Light Runner is next. Sorry, yes, John's already in the room. My bad.
First, I cast Hunter's Mark on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And my flavor is in infernal writing, a rune appears on top of them. Before I hold out my fist. Oh, infernal! It says death to my foes.
Oh, nice.
And then I pull out my pistol and I shoot it.
Roll to hit.
Bang, bang.
With advantage because of yip yip.
Yep. 23.
Bang,
That hits.
bang, bang.
How much damage?
3d6 from my weapon, and then 1d4 for my blessing, and 1d4 from my dreadful strikes.
And you also have the archery fighting style, so that would be...
That's only 2 hit bonus.
What?
The archery fighting style is only 2 hit, not 2 damage.
Okay, I always thought it was extra 2 damage, but okay.
And that's the bracers of archery.
Fair enough. Yeah. Alright, so 14 points of damage.
7. That'd be 11. 11 radiant damage, 1 force damage, and 2 fire, if that matters.
Actually, the fire does have an effect.
But it only takes 1 fire.
That's okay. If it takes any fire damage, it gives it disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn.
Oh, cool.
Fire.
I think it's funny, given the shape that it's taken, that this creature does not require sleep.
And that I don't have multi-attack, so that's my turn.
Okay, now, Light Runner, sorry. Do you want to sprint upstairs, or do you want to aim your rifle in the direction of the sound and see if you are lucky enough?
Starlight Step.
Starlight Step. Fantastic. So you teleport 30 foot to the level above and find yourself in a room where people are fighting a monster bed that is writhing with pseudopods. Like, yeah. Imagine like a big...
I didn't do...
Sorry?
I didn't do this.
The rest of you see...
We'll be dealing with you next.
The rest of you see an astral elf appear in your midst, What does the... So that was your bonus action to teleport. What are you going to do now?
Do I still have advantage or no?
I think you would have, even if the yip yip didn't affect you, which you probably would have, then you'd have advantage just because you're suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So for advantage, you're gonna roll. I'm assuming you're shooting with your rifle, right?
Actually, no.
No, what are you attacking with?
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay, interesting choice.
I hold a ring of focus, chanting firebolt.
Okay. So the way it works is it's actually you don't need to roll 2d20. You actually roll d20 plus 6 space ADV. Want to give it a try?
Okay. Yeah. Or D20 plus 6
space
ADV.
ADV. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit.
How does it not hit a bed stationary?
So, I mean...
Yeah, he had advantage, but he rolled low on both. It's a 9 and a 7. Both bad.
So let me get this straight. A random guy just teleports into the room, shoots twice, misses.
Well, you know what? He was... We'll let the first 2 dice rolls count. So that would actually be a 15 plus 6, which is a 21. So that hits. And
okay.
The firebolt, I believe, at 5th level. Here it is. Yeah, it's 2d10.
2d10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're a level 7 character, so it'd be 2d10.
That's my advantage, right? My
Sorry?
bonus?
You don't get
you
don't get your sneak attack bonus for a spell attack, no. Sorry. You would have if
I'm talking about spell bonus attack. Spell attack bonus.
That was for rolling to hit.
Okay.
2d10. So exclamation R space 2d10. Perfect. 12. Yay.
Yay.
Fire.
How can
Fire.
we sleep while their beds are burning?
The bed.
Now, is the roof on fire?
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
No. Sorry.
I was going to say, we don't need no water.
No, because the roof isn't on fire, so of course you don't need.
We didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Let it burn.
Okay.
This world turning.
Now, most of you kept your distance whilst attacking the bed, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But there was one
Yes.
who decided to get into melee with the bed. Clank.
Why is everybody looking at me?
Sorry?
Why is everybody looking at me?
No, it's Clank.
Actually, we got close.
Two. There's two.
Oh, Clank. Looks like one of them hit ya. I also realize. So that's gonna be 4d6 plus 3 plus an additional 4d6 of psychic damage. So Clank takes 36 points of damage.
Oh my god!
And then.
You okay, little one?
Clank also needs to make. Sorry?
I want you severely above that not 20. Since I just saw it 20.
Yeah. Okay.
How you like them?
Let's see if it ends up not being a hit at all. No, it's still a hit.
Damn it.
But not a crit.
It's not a crit.
Yeah, but I actually was being nice and I didn't actually do the critical damage. That was just the normal.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh, that wasn't the crit damage.
Oh, yes. You're gonna. And this is why, because it's also got an eat memories ability, which it can do as part of its multi-attack. Clank, could you make a wisdom save, please?
Let's find out.
You got this.
Is that what happens when you wake up and you forget your dream?
Roll higher than an 18, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, bullshit.
Can anybody Can anybody help with that? Can anybody...
I didn't decide where my
Good inspiration, I guess.
Actually, Clank.
Yeah.
Do you have what's the name of the
Master of Genius.
Yes.
Can I add that? Am I allowed?
Yes.
That would be a +3.
Yes. So
Yes.
that would bring it to a dirty 20, which would pass.
Yes.
So you
What
don't.
would've
You would have
failed?
taken another 8d10 psychic damage
Ow.
Damn.
and become memory drained.
Hey, yo, this bed's OP.
Yeah, this
Right.
is fucking OP.
Okay, that does it.
But now Patrick gets to shoot it.
Took long enough.
Way out of my league, but she's a beast.
Ho ho!
I think she's an aberration, actually.
Yeah.
Whatever she is, it felt very real. Okay.
You enjoying that one, huh?
Oh, I did.
It's D20 plus
There is one more thing I'm going to have the bed do before I pass the turn to Patrick, actually. And that's the bed is going to extrude a piece of itself that takes on the form of the Dragonborn lady, and she will say that it's so much.
I thought I called you.
It's so much nicer being together. You should join us. It's an adventure, and we can go on it together.
Lady, I'm sorry. I told you I would call you. This is not looking good for you.
Being too clingy, huh?
Patrick, go ahead. Blast the bitch.
It's 1d20 plus what?
Actually, you're using Eldritch Blast, yes?
Two iterations.
Yes.
So you're doing 2 iterations of d20 plus 6.
This is not a good look for you, lady. I told you I would call you. Now you're just being fucking creeper about it, okay?
Apparently, his jabbering is distracting you. Do you want to give
Yeah, this is about what I expected going into this.
Pat, do you want to give yourself bardic inspiration?
Sure.
Is it?
Add a d8. Add a d8.
Out of D8.
There we go.
Hey.
There you
That brings it up to a 21, which hits. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't even roll that right. Duh.
Uh-oh.
Smooth.
It should have been 2 iterations with advantage, not 2d20 plus 6. So I'll show you how to type the formula. I'm sorry.
I did put ADV at the end, so I'm not sure what roll 20 spoke.
Yeah.
Not even roll 20.
Yeah.
It
It looks like these.
It's 2 R's space 2
Oh,
space D.
of course.
Yeah.
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 It was confusing at first for me too.
Gotta put the 2 in there.
You should just copy paste it.
Yeah, you can copy paste it. Yeah. Copy paste. Leave the D some space. Fuck. One more time, or I'm doing the roll for you. There we go. And we
Not advanced.
But you forgot to do the advantage, but that's okay. We got 1 hit.
Let's try.
So that would be a D10. And do you have? Did you take the agonizing blast? No, you didn't. So it's just a D10. What the? Oh, you're redoing the rolls, the to hit rolls.
For the
Yeah.
advantage.
I do have 2 attacks because of.
No, that doesn't work with Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Eldritch
Right.
Blast is its own thing. But you do get 2 shots with Eldritch Blast. But either way, you got 1 hit. Roll a D10 to see how much damage you did. Please.
it would be 2 beams since I'm at 5th level.
Yes, which is why you rolled twice, but only one of the beams hit. There we go. And the apparently that was enough to push it over the threshold, and she's not able to hold on any longer, and she sort of loses integrity and turns into a puddle of goo.
Do not drink the mystery goo.
Yes, it may look like Kool-Aid.
Stage 8 clinger, am I right, guys? Holy shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
John turns his pistol towards the Dragonborn, Mizoku.
Missouri.
Missouri.
So not the stranger that just appeared.
Well, he's only got 1 pistol to point, and he knows that Missouri was in the room by themselves with the gibbering mouther.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Okay. Has anybody else? Yeah. How does everybody else react after the bed dissolves?
Whoa.
Go on.
I was like, whoa, they're, John, was it? We should test them first before attacking.
Missouri,
Fine.
did you try to procreate with that creature?
I'm just gonna ready an Eldritch Blast again.
Oh my gosh.
Missouri, not to alarm you, but are you Missouri?
Are you Missouri? What does Missouri say?
I'm trying to fucking post GIFs, but it's not fucking letting me.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can do it because I've got privileges, but you can't. Sorry.
Me. You
Yeah.
get privileges. I'm the DM. Man,
I'm
look
in
at
the
me.
images chat.
We can do it in images. It's better.
Mm-hmm.
Or there.
Seriously, guys,
What did you say?
I leave you guys alone for a couple weeks, and y'all went nuts.
Well, I went nuts,
Who are you
alright.
again?
Yeah, Light Runner, none of them know who you are.
Yeah.
First officer of the ship.
What ship?
Our ship?
Yes.
You don't look familiar.
Can I make a roll? Maybe I saw him through the vents one time.
History check.
History roll.
What would it be? History or insight?
Yeah, I'd say history.
History. It's
Okay.
memory. Memory.
The memory.
D20. Excuse me. Plus. What's my plus? Plus 5.
Plus 100.
100. Dang.
23. Yes. You realise that this is somebody from Upper Decks, and you also infer that the reason why they recognised you is because some of you are still wearing your overalls.
Yeah. Clank is going to sniff the air a bit and go, "You're one of the folks that lived up on the upper decks, one of the rich folks, right?"
Boo,
Oh,
rich
I wonder,
folk.
I've never seen him before.
Boo,
Probably
rich folk.
why we never saw him.
I'm Clink. I'm sorry. I seen you, and yes, I am one of the officers, but I'm also the one that someone always stole the money, got y'all extra bonuses.
Oh,
Bonuses?
you're the fun pay guy.
You embezzles money from our paychecks.
No, I make sure you all have extra money.
I love the idea that every so often on your pay slip, that there would occasionally be an item that said "fun pay."
Fun pay.
You're the fun pay
Every
guy.
few ports, I did give them an extra couple hundred gold.
Boo, rich people.
This one's okay. This one made sure we actually got paid.
Well, first, it's a pleasure to meet you, ship captain. What your name? I wasn't a part of your crew.
Name's
Yeah, what was
Light
your
Runner,
name?
and I was first officer.
Name's John, bounty hunter. And as for Ms. Zuri, John pulls out his dagger and it ignites in flame, and he holds it out for Missouri. Test yourself.
I pulled my rifle and aimed it at him.
I got my-
No, that was towards Missouri, not you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I got my own daggers, thank you. If I can pull out my dagger.
Missouri,
we need-
Missouri.
It needs to be hot, is why he's giving you a flaming dagger.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it can't burn me and then automatically cauterize. It needs to drip on something.
Just don't use your poison one.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't. I got just a regular, plain, simple old dagger. If I can burn situations like this.
So it would be okay if one of us stabs you?
Stabs is an overstatement, but I mean, you could test my blood. I don't want to be stabbed.
Does anybody want to heal Clank during all of this?
Oh, right.
I will.
Clank is just like bleeding out.
Missouri's gonna heal her.
Yeah.
Him.
What is it?
Miss.
I'm gonna do probably 3rd level or 2nd level.
Healing word.
Healing word.
Okay. So that would
2d4.
2d4 plus 4. 2d4 plus 4.
Does Light Runner wear really fancy clothes?
Comparatively.
No.
But they've also been. Okay, go on.
It might be an officer, but I will a normal
He's
everybody crew clothes.
He's been
normal Kuru clothes.
He's been surviving in the wilderness ever since his pod
however long we've been here
came down. So
all his fancy clothes are ripped up.
Now,
I was just gonna say
he's not wearing like lower decks overalls like you guys.
No.
But he's also not wearing like an admiral's coat either.
Okay.
He was going to be dressed like us. I'd be like, one of us, and then then you just had to, he's not one of us.
Nah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I cut out for a bit.
You've regained 9 hit points.
Yay.
See.
And and everybody's going like everybody's telling Missouri to bleed for them, even though Missouri has just healed up one of your friends a little bit, just a little bit.
Well, we want to be sure if he's one or not, even if his personality is good.
Well,
so we know not to touch it.
If you aren't going to willingly bleed, I'm going to shoot you.
So so what you're saying is, even if he proves to be an asset to the party, even if it's still the same guy he's always been, if his blood screams and tries to run away, you're going to kill it.
Well, we haven't decided killing him, but we should know if he's a gibbering mouther or not.
Grimm's blood was similar.
This is true. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but Grimm has an excuse. They're a plasmoid.
They're all...
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
They are genetically related. But anyway... what is Missouri bleeding for them?
Yes. That's why I pulled my dagger out.
Okay. Has anybody got a piece of hot metal to test the...
Yeah, my flaming dagger.
Uh-huh. So, you're going to drip your blood onto the flaming dagger, yes?
We're touching daggers.
See?
Okay. As you're, as the blood drops closer to the flaming blade, little tendrils shoot out in all directions, and one of these tendrils manages to grab onto Patrick's, one of Patrick's tendrils.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, nope. I rip that tentacle straight off and then start smashing with a frying pan.
We're coming for you, Patrick.
Roll the hit.
I use my own dagger and cut my hands so everybody can test me.
Alright, yours. Light Runner is willing to test his blood. Who's gonna test it?
I'll test it.
My rolls are absolute shit today.
Patrick, we want you to go on an adventure with us.
No.
May I shoot him?
Yeah, Fancy, how do you feel about seeing your blood react like that? How does Missouri feel, to be precise?
He doesn't like it at all. He's like, well, I mean, I risked it, but apparently I got a biscuit.
Just a side note, I did put Hunter's Mark from the bed to
Missouri.
I'm going to confuse the two forever and forever.
Yeah, he's not Mizoku, the chaotic evil dragon. He's not a chaotic evil dragon from Japan.
No ancestors, no.
But yeah, so Patrick, when you slam your frying pan down on your own discarded tendril, for a moment it does seem like the drip has gone, and then you see your tendril writhing and squirming all on its own.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to hit it again.
Roll the hit. Yips at the tendril.
Is it part of Missouri now? The
How
tendril?
the f- am I getting?
Boy.
Seeing them struggle, I'm just going to shift over my pistol and shoot it.
A little mouth opens up in the tendril and says, "Why?"
Oh, hell no. I pulled my laser rifle.
You're gonna shoot the tendril too. Okay. Control your mini-me, it says. I mean,
Hey, once they're out on their own, they're out on their own. I can't do anything after that point.
I think that hits.
yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one hit too. How much damage do the two of you do?
Let me see here.
So
20.
Okay, and Light Runner does an additional 3d8 plus 4. Let's see how that looks. Exclamation R space 3d8 plus 4.
$3d8 plus
4.
4 radiant.
Yes. Yeah, you don't put the R though.
Okay.
Okay, it figured it out anyway. 18 plus 20 is 38 points of damage. That tendril becomes freaking.
Goo.
Yeah, it's immolated. It turns to ash, screaming as it does so.
And then point it back at Missouri. Missouri, yeah, that's it.
Yes, it is. Just think of the state.
The state of Missouri.
The emotional state, misery. Anyway, so
How do we stop this, y'all?
From what I've learned, we have to kill them to stop it.
I mean, he's acting the same exact way. It's just keep his distance from his blood, I guess.
I
Keep
got
your
a
distance
question.
from all of him.
Can we not?
Wait,
leave him?
Missouri, do you say that in character?
No.
Okay. Want to make some new infections is what you type. Okay, what's your idea, Clank?
It looks like 3 things can be made from these pudding. Well, 4. Sentient, non-sentient, and now apparently furniture. And a sister taxon, which is the plasmoid, which seems to be a mutation of sorts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Missouri's intellect is too low to fully convert over.
I want.
It doesn't want to be a part of it, or else it'll be way too dumb altogether.
I can second that motion.
You can suck
I'm doing
on
a.
Did you just? It sounded like you said, "I suck on that motion." That's not what you said, is it?
No, you're just being perverted.
Okay.
Second did that motion.
I have an idea myself.
Go on.
So I'm on a D20 insight check.
To see if you figured it out. Alright.
Yes.
Nobody fucking stab me or shoot me, okay?
20 plus 7. Okay, 12.
No.
What did you figure?
It could be because his race. a true dragonborn like him could be immune to extent.
His own arrogance won't allow the other consciousness to take over.
Precisely, Clank.
Yes.
Wait,
Maybe you have some kind of immunity because you're nice. Because
of the eye.
Because you're frosty.
I imagine because oozes are weak to things like fire and ice, that it would be more difficult or impossible for them to be fully infected.
True.
Create a mutation instead.
All good theories.
True.
Low temperature, low intelligence theory.
I mean, it's literally a coin flip at this point.
Or he didn't spend enough time with the woman to fully convert.
Hey, 2 minutes is average in most states, okay? So
you only lasted 2 minutes? What's your record?
Grim says, I still think is a risk he can still turn other people and objects into itself.
Grim.
Yeah. 3 is your record? Man, I feel bad for you.
Well, dragons don't want to fucking just fool around, they want to get the job done and leave.
I think the slowest I've ever gone is 20 minutes. Damn, man. I think we need to put him out for his own,
This is why the gene pool needs a lifeguard.
You want to put misery out of his misery?
Yeah.
Just because they don't get off doesn't mean I...
Out of character a moment. Misery, do you want your character to be destroyed?
No.
That's what I thought. So we're going to roleplay a way to get out of this.
Yeah.
Because you... The amount of time... Go on.
Ooh, I have an idea.
I think Sean was... Sean was trying to speak.
Yep.
Now, if it's possible for us to turn into plasmoids, I imagine we probably would have been them by now, as we're travelling with Grim, who is a plasmoid.
So you know that the infection isn't airborne.
We've probably touched her enough times to know whether or not she can infect us.
Or by contact.
Oh, there was contact.
Oh, yeah.
I have...
Go on.
I've got an idea, and I did research on this.
Wait, research out of character or in character?
It's about what John is.
Okay.
He looks over at Misery. Want to make a contract that will stop you from hurting us?
Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't hurt you guys anyway. But what you got in mind?
I don't think the legal process would really apply to this place unless you're talking about the dragon.
No. I can make it a contract that if you were to harm us, you would have eternal suffering.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not going to hurt you guys anyway. I thought this was going to be a gain for me. Fuck that.
Well, maybe if you incentivize it so that...
I'm trying to think of like what John can actually offer with the contract. Like...
well, let's see.
Get paid to do something I was never going to do anyway.
Hold on.
Yeah. Because like this character, this would stop, like... Aren't they forced to follow my contract? Like, you're forced to follow the contract, and if you break it, there's punishment.
Yeah, but it's not like the Gaius spell where it's automatic. It means that you, as his patron, would be able to punish it.
The Gaius spell?
Well,
there's
a...
That's what I heard too.
Geas. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it.
There is a monster that enforces contracts, though. Like, that's their whole point of existing.
Yes, there is.
a lawyer.
Kind of. But anyway, in order that there is one way that you could do it that would be beneficial to him, but he, rules as written, would have to have a higher charisma.
Oh. That's...
I mean, get rewarded for not attacking you guys when I was never going to attack you guys. It sounds good to me, but I mean...
Can I make an argument that you've had people with lower charisma? Specifically, it was in the Friday campaign, someone made a deal, and you allowed it for a single level.
Missouri, do you want to take some Warlock levels? Specifically, Warlock of the Fiend.
No.
Then turn down the contract.
I pee on it.
What?
Well, I haven't formed the contract. I've offered the contract.
You just pee on John.
I pee on your leg.
Okay, that's interesting. The urine
can't believe my kidney has went nuts.
The urine seems a little more viscous than it should.
I shoot the pee.
Ah! It's on John's leg!
I go for it.
You do what?
At this point, I'm not sure whether I should join in by dumping acid on there or not.
Would it be competitive?
John Holford's home.
Okay, so what's
So
about...
sorry.
What
Guys, it really burns. Ow.
Sorry, what?
I said, guys, it really, really burns. Ow.
What burns? What burns? What happened?
Oh my gosh, no.
He's got to clap.
Taking a piss really burned.
Oh, I thought...
Yeah.
I thought Grim had actually set him on fire or something.
No, I was shooting his pee.
What? You're shooting me!
Yeah, you're shooting John. How much damage do you do?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna have sneak attack because this is just
Sneak attack!
You're going to kill me!
How much? 23 points of damage.
pathetic.
John, the ooze on your leg is destroyed, but so is your leg from about mid-thigh down.
Oh my gosh!
What the fuck?
Oh, God. Clank, can you make an artificial leg for him, please?
Artificial leg.
Okay, Alexander, I did not think his leg was that fragile.
Shatters like glass.
Wait.
He needs a
I'm gonna-
prosthetic.
Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
looking at who my mother is, can I reform it?
Sorry, what?
His mother is a shadow version. Well, we've pointed out shadow demon. They're made of shadows.
Okay. I don't. Your character sheet that I have doesn't have your backstory on it, so.
Well, we had to figure. I asked you, why am I here?
Okay.
You asked, well, what kind of demon are you? And I said,
Okay.
shadow.
So you want to form a shadow leg, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I look over at the plasma and go, "Don't fucking shoot me!"
Inside check. What is that leg?
Yeah, he's somehow standing upright, and there is a dark. Yeah, there's magical shadow where his leg should be.
You were going to be taken over by the urination of misery.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
Hey, Clank, would this table leg work? Yeah.
The worst inside check I've ever had.
I don't think. I grab a table leg and hand it to Clank. Okay. Clank, you're observant enough to notice that he's standing without the use of a peg leg, right?
Yes.
Never mind.
If that was the case, I was going to buy him an eye patch.
Clank just takes table leg, begins crafting it, adding fancy metal attachments.
Peg leg.
I am not wearing a peg leg.
But by the sounds of it, it's going to be
Leg's fine, guys.
by the sounds of it, it's going to be like a Swiss Army peg leg.
Pretty much. A full
His leg
prosthetic.
is perfectly fine, guys. It's totally normal.
Clank, do you want
Would
to
you
actually? Clank, do you want to actually take the time to make like a proper magic item prosthetic?
He might do, yeah.
All right. Tinker this with for a few hours, possibly a few days, basically until you decide, okay, it's done, and hand it. Depending on how long it takes for you to build it will depend on how good it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, can I give him a prototype one for now?
Which would be pretty much just the leg. But he's standing without it just fine.
How are you standing without a second leg?
You've never heard of this magical thing called balancing?
Well, because my pant leg is gone if my foot was evaporated, so y'all would see just pure shadow holding him up.
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
However, John, if you want to roll deception to try and convince them that you're just balancing on one leg, by all means.
This is normal. This is just, like, y'all can't do this shit? Like...
No offense, John. We spend about 18 months on ship between planets.
He has successfully gaslit several of you into thinking he's just balancing on one leg, and the shadow is just a figment of your imagination.
I'm pretty sure I've been gaslit. Look at my previous role.
Gaslit.
Wait, gas? What? Explosion?
No.
No explosions. Yep, is being gaslit.
Missouri's trying to... Oh yeah, Clank is...
Like, no, this is normal.
Clank thinks that he's just balancing. So yeah.
Now what happens if I hit the shadow?
You're still offering a peg. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
I do a perception check.
Sure, go for it. Okay. You still see the shadow. Stealth check.
Stealth.
Why are you making a...
Are you trying to escape?
I think Missouri is taking advantage of the fact that you guys are... What the fuck is going on with his leg? To just slink away.
Don't even think about it.
Missouri,
where does he sneak out?
Hold on. Missouri, are you hiding behind an item of furniture? Are you... how exactly are you... What exactly do you have in mind here? If you
I don't know.
Well, the window is kind of gone.
Yeah, you could go. You could just climb out of the window.
And take fall. Just kidding.
Maybe.
If you actually have an idea and you don't want the rest to know, could you DM me so I know what's happening?
Maybe.
Please.
I use my see invisibility spell.
That's not. That doesn't. That doesn't.
I don't think he's. No one's invisible.
Plus, you'd have to notice. Okay. You'd have to notice he's gone, and to notice he's gone, you'd have to have a perception that's higher than 24.
And having a passive perception at 24 at this level is real. really, really hard. I'm only at a 19.
Impossible, even.
I mean, if he's going out the window, he steps in a puddle of acid, but...
I'm literally just hiding in a corner, like, pretending that you guys just,
With a lampshade over your head.
Yeah.
Wait, are you actually trying to be a lampshade? Are you actually trying to
Maybe.
Are you actually trying to be a standing lamp? Okay.
That'd be fun.
I would like you to make a performance check.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Does that pass passive perception?
Does any? No, that's. Yeah, that's not nothing to do with. He's still stealthing. He's still like in a dark corner of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what, after all this, I'm just going to go back downstairs to the bar and ask for a drink.
Can I get tested?
John.
See if I'm one of what that is.
Why? Okay, Miss Missouri, you. How are you getting a drink? You're hiding in the corner of the room.
No, I know. I was just seeing something. It never reset, so I got to reset.
Okay. Yes. I know in the confusion it didn't seem like it got done, but you would have dripped your blood on the fire blade, and it would have just sizzled, and people would have been. The reason why it didn't come up is because everybody noticed. It was observed that your blood was fine, that it behaved normally, and they returned their attention to Missouri. Does that make sense?
Yes. Hey, Clank.
Clank?
Hey, Clank. You want to help me with something?
They're busy working on blueprints for the custom.
Wait, I just I actually do notice Missouri going away because Hunter Mark is on him, so I had advantage. That brings my passive up to 24 exactly.
Okay. In which case, you would be the only one that sees him doing a.
Oh yeah.
The only time Hunter's Mark tracking ability ever mattered.
Okay. Okay. So you would know that he's hiding in the corner, pretending to be a standing lamp. That he's not doing a great job at. Now, although it is a little weird that his body has somewhat altered shape, but
Missouri, you can't keep making stealth checks because I haven't pointed out that you're not hidden from me.
But anyway, there was a conversation going on between. Oh, Light Runner was trying to talk to Clank about something. Clank, of course, is in the middle of making blueprints, but Shan, are you actually available? You're muted at the moment. Hello?
I'm here. I'm just looking at the blueprint.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I'm looking at the blueprints, but
So what does Light Runner ask Clank to help him with?
I need to fix animal pain.
You need what, sorry?
I need to work on Admiral Payne, my club.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
He's got a billy club that he used for discipline when he was.
Hey, everybody's got a kink.
Not everyone.
That could work as a replacement leg of sorts or an attachment to it. If I can use it to maybe store a few things.
I use my club to make him a better leg.
You're offering the club to be the leg? Or,
Yes, to help make the leg. Since my crew did blow it off, I'm trying to help.
You don't need to give me your club, sir. My leg is fine. You guys hallucinated my leg getting shot off. It didn't happen.
No.
Hallucinated.
Don't you dare say I miss shooting your leg.
You missed. Like, what else is there to say? It's still there. Like, I'm still standing.
You are
I see a shadow, dude.
If I have shot something, I would know.
You, like, look at it.
I shoot the shadow leg.
You shoot the shadow leg. All right, and it's radiant energy, right?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Disadvantage because he would see you being prepared and prepare to dodge. AKA the dodge act.
You're taking the dodge.
Okay.
Fair enough.
What magics did you add to it?
Damn it!
Wait,
I'm
how
going
much
to.
health does he have?
I'm going to silvery barbs the 23
Fair.
and give myself the advantage.
Fair. Reroll that one, Allison. Reroll that d20.
Okay.
I really can't be hit right now.
Okay.
Yeah, those don't hit.
15.
Grim, what are you doing?
The shadow leg. It's like, stop it! That is my leg.
Yeah.
Stop trying to shoot my leg.
Yeah, Hacksaw, it's going to take hours, possibly days, to put magic on it. Unless, I mean, Clank could use their temporary, like magical tinkering or their infusions, but to make a proper, like, permanent magic item, it's not going to be instant.
Okay, I understand. Thank you, Clank. I'll give you an extra bonus whenever we get back to space, okay?
Back to space!
Plasmoid, stop trying to shoot me. Missouri, stay where you are. Stop trying to sneak away.
That's Missouri.
I just realized something. If the dragonborn woman was affected, is there a chance that the dragon is now infected as well?
I'm sorry.
The dragon?
Oh.
Yes.
Question. Can a player make stealth check while directly being observed? Like,
well, they can, but they're probably going to be at disadvantage. And yeah, they're yeah. He's just fucking around.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Grim. Maybe we should check on the dragon?
Yeah, that's good.
Can we only rule that he is infected?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Not the dragonborn, the dragon itself.
The actual dragon.
Oh, shit.
He just figured it out.
I may be infected, but I'm not infected.
What?
Your words have weird meanings.
I'll give you the benefit of doubt and say you're a good liar.
Hugs, the dragon was taken care of.
I guess we have to make mass mustard gas then.
I use starlight again and teleport down to the bar.
I thought you just used the stairs!
Meh.
I called after him.
So, while those two are downstairs, what are we going to do with Missouri?
I go down the hole that Patrick had previously made on the roof, which is AKA the floor.
What?
Before you can walk away, I'm going to shoot right in front of you and go, no, you stay right where you are. We haven't decided what to do with you.
How do I do the drink one?
Oh, that you have to do that. You have to have your
character set up with.
Character. Yeah. Missouri's got it set up with D&D Beyond, and it's all fancy and shit. And we didn't do it that way.
Okay. I have a drink downstairs. I'm tired of the craziness.
Morning drink. What's afternoon?
Just make a drink. Just have a drink. It's fine. You're.
Just wanted a drink.
God, is pretty good.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So. So I believe Clank is still upstairs working on the leg. Did John go downstairs along with Light? No, John.
John's keeping Missouri upstairs.
And Grim upstairs or downstairs?
Grim is, I guess, following the party.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out where the party is. It seems like at the moment almost all the party is upstairs with the exception of Light Runner.
Yeah, I think Light Runner just went down on his own.
Yeah.
Downstairs it is.
So, Clank is asking if they're going to go back to the dragon and can someone carry me as I make the things. But this, you're so obsessed with making the leg that you're not paying any attention to the fact that they're holding that John is threatening Missouri, who is keeps trying to hide in the corner of the room. Yes, they do have a steel defender. Yeah.
No one's put him in timeout yet. He doesn't need to go sit in the corner like he behaved.
But I'm already in the corner. Is this punishment enough?
No, you being infected is punishment enough. Possibly.
Oh, there you go. See? I'm paying my dues.
Fine, but if he harms me, I'm taking him out. And he puts his gun away.
No problem.
Actually, wait a sec. Does this mean the infection is an STD?
Yes.
From a certain point of view.
We heard screams of pain, so we do know he was being eaten at some point.
Yeah.
Was it pain, though? Was it pain?
Yes, I got the insight check to know it was pain.
But how well do you know me?
Yeah.
I don't know you. I have quite a good record when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Now, the only one who actually knows what happened is Missouri, and he seems to be rewriting his personal history so that was an enjoyable experience rather than the horror fucking show that it actually was.
Don't king shame.
He's just
wait a sec. Missouri, has your stance on adventures changed?
No, I fucking still hate that word. It's still fucking present. Alright? Fuck that word. Don't say that shit.
Wait a minute. Is that right? He would always mess with us by saying it.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting that he seems to be...
He's swapped.
Protesting adventures.
Did I not say, hey Patrick, you want to go on an adventure? Did I not say that this episode?
It's an adventure! Shoot him!
God damn it.
John looks over the past night. Why didn't you shoot him? You shot me!
So, like...
They shot you because you had gelatinous pee on your leg.
Yeah, and now they got he's upset that he got shot, but... Because he got shot, half his HP was taken out in one shot.
Yeah.
I am not apologizing.
I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level on me.
Okay.
Because I need it.
You get used to all the gunshots eventually. I mean, trust me. You'll be alright.
13.
Nice.
Walk it off!
Walk Okay.
I can, but I doubt any of y'all.
All right.
Look, guys, just don't swap blood with him or have sex with him, and then you'll be fine.
Oh, that wasn't a component.
You just want to be a cock block right now, don't you?
You just want to be what?
A cock block.
A cock block. Okay. I think the consensus is they're going to trust you ish. They're going to keep an eye on you, and if you step out of line and do anything that's a threat to the party, they'll take you out.
I understand that, but she got to be a cock block with it.
Yes.
You are literally a walking STD.
He is going to block you.
Not yours.
I think it's more to say he is chicken pox. And other diseases like warts,
You go up to somebody and be
like genital
worms.
Sorry.
Too many people.
Sorry, also lots of other diseases that's only spread by a touch.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to say something.
Shani, you okay?
Yeah, I just got a bit of sensory overload there.
No worries.
Sorry.
That's fine. Everyone's excited. So, shall we progress the story at all?
Finally.
I don't know. Yeah.
Should we finally leave the saloon and go on the next leg of our journey? You're still trying to find... The dragon has asked you to... sent you to the town to locate and destroy the gibbering mouther creatures.
Which we did.
Which you did. So...
Sort of, because we have one now.
You should... So... according to the original quest, you should probably report back to the dragon and say, we succeeded. Right?
Yeah, well, we sort of succeeded.
We could also introduce the newbies.
True.
Yeah.
And test the dragon, yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember? Okay. So, you're going to saddle up, collect the possibly slightly tipsy elf, and head towards the dragon?
Yes.
Alright.
So what? Are we letting Missouri move on his own two legs, putting him in a cage? What's the deal?
I say we let him... Yeah, let him walk. Keep him on a tight leash. No, not in a sexual way. Get your head out over Missouri.
You gotta kink shame everybody.
Yes, that's my kink. Now get over it.
Touche.
Sorry.
Go on.
Touche.
From what we've seen, wherever the gibbering mouther touches, it also becomes a gibbering mouther. So theoretically, wouldn't that mean wherever he touches sand?
Actually. Okay. So gibbering mouthers can soften the ground that they have inhabited if they stay there for a length of time. But it doesn't turn into a gibbering mouther, it just gets kind of doughy. In order to create another gibbering mouther, the gibbering mouther, or any other ooze creature for that matter, has to consume and assimilate the matter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we can't let Missouri eat anyone or anything. Missouri, you're going on a vegan diet.
Does he even need to eat now?
Only to reproduce.
Only to reproduce. Interesting. Okay. So you're going on a
to heal
air diet.
Technically, he would
air
also,
and water.
Technically, he would also. He could consume matter to replace lost matter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
Okay. On the road again.
Yeah.
Going.
Plank throws a small piece of meat at Missouri.
Just some of your rations.
Yeah, like a little piece.
A little piece of jerky. All right.
Yeah. You hungry? Do you want food?
Missouri, how do you respond to getting a little bit of meat stick thrown at you?
Can we just agree not to feed him?
Yeah, but they're an experimenter. They want to see the proof of the theory.
They're bad scientists.
Missouri.
Of course I'm going to eat it.
Okay. Do you catch
Because
it?
you guys.
How do you eat it? Describe how
I toss it up in the air. Oh, giggity.
Okay, so you snatch this meat out of the air and then throw it back up and catch it in your mouth?
No, I initially I throw it up in the air, open my mouth. Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting a piece of your own rations and tossing it up into the air and throwing it into your mouth.
No, the ration that Clank gave me, I'm going to take it and throw it up in the air.
She threw it at you. They threw it at you.
Okay, so I catch it and eat it.
Okay. I would like you once again to make a performance check.
What?
Performance check, please.
Performance check. Nothing. Cut off after you said make a.
Sorry. Performance again, please. 16. Okay. You do catch it and eat it like a person would. Woot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's get going. You're good, but
Are you able to make it to the same place where the dragon was?
I mean, I'm assuming that. I mean, you didn't go there blindfolded or anything. Providing that, providing that at least some of you have a decent survival, you'll be able to find your way back there again. And I know at least 2 of you have a +4 in survival, and 1 of you's got a +6. So yeah, I think you'll be able to make it just fine.
Yay!
Well, I've never been there, so my +6 doesn't matter.
This is also true.
Oh.
But those of you who have been before, if you want to, you can make a survival roll to see if you...
A survival check, or...?
And where?
Been to the dragon's lair before.
Alright.
What kind of check? You cut off for me.
Survival. Survival. Okay. It looks like Grim's got it. So, if you all trust Grim, you can just follow.
I trust Grim.
I trust Grim a lot more than I trust the other plasmoid.
Okay. Ephraim.
We'll see if he's friends.
I stabbed Zane behind his back.
No, don't do that.
Was it the mayonnaise or one of the oozes people making a sound?
Yes.
No, it was just Patrick mimicking a sound.
Okay. So yes, you cross the desert to the mountain with the small oasis around it, and head into the dragon's lair, this time without the accompaniment of the dragonborn lady, who seems to be nowhere to be seen. And
hey, big guy. So, I noticed your little side thing here isn't here. Where is she?
she was supposed to fetch you. Check it. Make sure your progress was successful.
Well, she technically did check me.
Facepalm.
Is this supposed to be some sort of reference that I don't get?
Okay, how do I put this? Like, okay.
He went on an adventure!
You what?
No.
Missouri's just gonna turn over mid-sentence and be like, huh?
We went on an adventure, John says.
Are you trying to tell me that you are one of these things now?
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that I had sex with your side piece, and it was fun, but she was not herself, and she was a gibbering mountain, so you might want to try and find the real one, if she's still alive. I did not kill her.
Have you tested him? He says to the
Yeah.
robot.
Yes.
And
I know
Yeah,
it must be the other guy, but, I mean, you know, we've all been there.
He is useful.
it's he.
I mean, I know it's hard coming from the other guy, but, I mean, we've all been there.
I'm just going to start climbing the nearest wall because I know I don't want to be in the direct line of sight.
But for John saying, let's go on an adventure, I don't like that. That has nothing to do with me. So, I mean, you could just, you know, blast him, whatever. It's cool.
Clank sticks her head out of the hole and goes, he's not a gibbering mouther. He mutated to be like Grim, which, as we told you previously, is like the more good aligned version. Still trying to figure out how that happened, but I personally think he's trustworthy. Please don't hit me with your breath weapon. Goes back into his hidey hole.
You
But
see that
his blood did scream.
while you were all pitching your case, you see some of the more observant of you may have noticed that the dragon has lowered his head and closed his eyes and seems to be muttering something to himself.
Huh.
When he
yes.
You okay there, big guy? I'm gonna pat him on the head.
You're gonna pat the dragon on the head while he's trying to commune with his god.
So I guess we are
I
looking for a new
shouldn't
member.
even try.
I'm gonna try to yank Missouri away from the dragon.
Yeah, as he reaches for the dragon's head, so one of you pulls him back.
Yes.
All right. Okay, this could be interesting.
He needs some comfort. Okay, he just realized that his bitch was cheating on him from the other guy.
He's opened his eyes and says, "Despite your behavior, the divine see a great purpose for you in your future."
I don't like that.
You have a destiny, an important one.
In hell, probably.
I can send you there.
Any of us could send him there.
Oh no, I have a direct access.
Grim says, "Please stop touching stuff." But the dragon says, "You may not believe it. You may try to avoid your destiny. You might even work directly against it. But destiny's a funny thing. The more you try to push it away, the more you fulfill it."
Okay, in case you haven't noticed, I like causing shit. So the only place I'm going to be going is hell. What kind of, purpose can I have if I'm going to hell?
Perhaps you are meant to fight the demons. Who knows? I do not know what the gods are thinking.
I don't either, because to rely anything on me is no.
But we've learned.
I've known this my whole life, okay?
It seems to me like you want me to kill you. Are you that desperate to avoid your fate that you would goad a full-grown dragon? Accept your destiny and live.
Maybe.
I mean, the destiny to live is pretty good, right?
I look at the dragon and speak Draconic to it. What the hell are you talking about?
He speaks back in Draconic. You know the tongue? Interesting.
Aye. My ancestor was a golden dragon.
Ah, a gold. This is a crystal dragon, by the way.
Yeah.
Goody
fucking two shoes. But anyway.
You want to watch your mouth about my ancestor, and we're going to throw it down right now.
Hey, listen, don't go down that road, okay? It doesn't end well for you.
The dragon snaps its claws, like it's like they're stretching their fingers, and tilts their head, making other popping sounds. If you want to go, little elf, we can go.
Did you say that in Draconic or common?
Yeah, they're saying that in Draconic. It is traditional. It is traditional when two dragons meet for them to fight and see which is the greater dragon.
It's also, but it's also traditional for a newcomer to challenge as a kin.
Very well. Let us step outside.
Fight!
Guys, let them speak.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Go on.
Elder, I challenge you to a game of cards.
Cards? Really? You don't have any proficiency with cards, Light Runner.
Sleight of hand.
I'm sorry?
Sleight of hand.
You don't have any proficiency with that either. But okay.
Yeah, I do. Fast hands. Bonus action. Sleight of hands.
Oh.
And also
that's not proficiency. That just means you can do it as a bonus action.
I mean, I have proficiency in sleight of hand and +8.
Okay. But just tradition. I don't have to actually fight him. I just have to play him a couple of hands of cards. Does not mean I have to beat him. I just have to challenge.
But if you lose the challenge, you are subservient to the dragon. You are under its protection.
Yeah, we already are.
This is also
so. What's new?
Well, John's not subservient to the dragon.
Well, yeah.
Elder, you have my crew as servants. I have to challenge you for their freedom.
Okay. Very well. And he shifts into a humanoid form. And
On a scale of 1.
I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
What was it you said?
I was going to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is he?
Oh fuck. Let's say Dean Winchester.
Dean Win.
Where's Sam?
Yeah.
That's pretty hot, I gotta say. Okay.
Was he in his dragonborn form or something?
Yeah, he's a humanoid dragonborn. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's shiny, he's pretty, he gleams. Why is you attempt your stealth check and the dragon looks right at you. Why are you even trying? What the fuck? Anyway, so the dragon sits down at a table that grows out of the rock made of pure crystal. Show me the cards. Now this is a problem.
Go out, Yugi.
This is
Pulls out a deck of cards.
You don't have a deck of cards, Light Runner.
Who's got a deck of cards?
Not on your
Actually, who does?
not on your character sheet.
I was asking who does.
Oh.
Would there be a pack of cards inside an entertainer's pack?
Let's have a look.
Technically, it would.
Let me have a look. I don't think rules was written it does, but before I make a ruling, I want to see. Entertainer's pack includes the backpack, a bedroll, 2 costumes, 5 candles, 5 days of rations, a water skin, and a disguise kit. No cards.
Aww.
So nobody has cards.
Can we try torch
I'm sorry.
instead?
What's a draw by default?
The dragon smokes and let's see. Does he have?
Would they be able to play a game of cards if someone were to cast, I don't know, minor illusion?
Not in this case, no. Yeah, he's going to conjure a deck of. He's going to create a deck of cards.
Prestidigitation.
That's only going to last for 6 seconds.
Oh, really? Oh.
You
okay.
can create a small object that would fit in your hand, but it's only for 1 turn.
Turn. Yeah, I didn't read that part. Oops.
It'd be kind of funny though. Here you go. And they look down. You hand it over, and they look down at their hand, and it's already gone. What did you do? Yeah, he makes one out of crystal. So the the diamonds are actual diamonds. No, they're rubies. But the card itself is made of translucent diamond. So each of the suits are actually like embedded into the crystal, and the suits are.
Wait a sec, isn't the crystal slightly transparent?
That's what translucent means.
So you can see what kind of card it is when they're holding it.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
That's cheating, and John holds out his hand. And I'm going to use Performance of Creation to create a deck of cards.
There you go. Even better.
Yeah. And this one has, like, it looks like it's got diamonds, but it doesn't go through the card in that. Like,
Yeah. They actually have solid backs that you can't see through. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Well, if you insist.
Deal 'em.
He shuffles the deck and riffles it and all of that stuff, and deals 7 cards to each of you. Do you have any 2s?
Fish.
So yes, you said you already made your intentions clear that you plan on using sleight of hand during the game to try and outsmart and befuddle the dragon. Yes, to cheat essentially. Yeah. Okay. So, now you would technically be able to sleight of hand twice each 6 seconds, which is interesting. But it's still only a d20 plus 3. So I would like you to roll a d20 plus 3. 21. Interesting. Versus...
Wait a sec.
What?
If the dragon catches him cheating...
Yes.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't. This time.
Plus 10 is insane.
Try again.
This cannot go well.
Yeah, he's gonna see that immediately. He doesn't even have to roll. He's got a plus 10. There's no way he can not see that shit. So he puts his cards down on the table and says, "You're cheating."
Actually, I was trying to not lose the card. It got stuck on the other ones.
Roll deception. D20 plus 3 for you. Okay. Luckily, this dragon isn't very insightful. Yeah, he believes you that you were just trying to unstick the cards.
Do you have
Wait a sec, why are the cards sticky?
Look at John.
Because it's a fresh deck. Sometimes the cards get a little bit, they get a vacuum between them because they're fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's full of shit, but the dragon believes him. Try again.
John whispered. I didn't think that.
Yes, Eldon.
Because I imagine that you're going to be trying several times to switch cards out in your favor throughout the game. So, one more sleight of hand check, please. 21. He doesn't see it. So, after about 30 minutes of solid go fish, the dragon concedes defeat and says, "Fine. You are the greater dragon, until, of course, the day I challenge you. But for now, you can take your friends, and they are under your protection. I have no right, nor power to command them anymore."
Eldon, I am looking for a ship to get my people off this rock. If you need help, say so. But it will cost you.
Costume?
Cost.
Are you saying this to the party or to the dragon?
The dragon.
I do not need your help.
Really? It seems like your infections are running out of control, and you cannot control it. It means you need help. So don't try to bullshit me.
Says the guy who was literally bullshitting the dragon.
Was that out of character?
I will not stand for being talked to this way. You have tested my patience with your silly little...
I will persuasion check.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Persuasion. Yeah. That's not mind control, though. Just letting you know.
I do have control, though.
Sorry?
One of my spells. Suggestion. I cast it.
You want to cast suggestion?
Shit. If John begins walking away, like, he's gonna tiptoe away, like, guys, let's get out of here!
So what exactly are you suggesting the dragon do?
He's suggesting a bad idea!
Hold on. I want to hear it.
That he hires us instead of slaves us.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Money?
We're already working for him.
Hey, what are you rolling there?
I hit the wrong one. I was looking at it and I did it wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He makes a wisdom save. He gets a 22. You dare try to cast spells on me.
I'm just trying to get my people home and get them some pay.
I appreciate
I'm going to start eating another rock because it looks like I need more popcorn.
I understand that you are just trying to protect those in your horde. I am doing the same. I suggest that you walk away while you are still alive to continue to protect them.
Elder, I have one question. How much is it worth to you to get whatever the fuck the infection is under control?
As long as the children here thrive, the rest of the world can turn to shit. For all I care. I can move to another world whenever I see fit, and I will take the children with me. If you want to save the world, I will help you in that endeavor. But I do not need it to be saved.
Question. What are the children doing?
They're still down in their little pit city. Just some of them are probably stopped to listen to what's going on upstairs, but most of them are going around playing house.
Fat, but just skinny and tied to a freaking wall or something.
I'm sorry?
Oh gosh!
I said, in the beginning they were all plump and, fat and cute, and now they're all just skinny hanging by a chain to the wall.
No, they are not.
Horrible!
No, they are not. They are thriving. They are thriving.
Why does he want these children anyway?
Clank, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clank's just remembering when she got stuck in the pit with the little ones and they grabbed her and poked her. And like it.
I threw Clank back into the pit.
For those that for those that may recall, the reason why he is collecting little hug children is because he thinks that the hugs are bad parents, and he thinks he can raise them better.
I mean,
all right.
At the same time.
So why? So why is Missouri attacking, and who is Missouri attacking?
I didn't know if Noodle wanted to be thrown in the pit again. So when I heard that they're going to pick her up and throw him in the pit again, so that's why I was attacked.
I'm assuming Patrick was saying that as a joke.
Joke? Yes.
Is it?
Okay.
Are you actually doing it? Are you actually doing it in character?
Yeah, because I thought that
Shh.
he was.
I want to hear the answer.
No, I'm too busy eating popcorn as the rocks that are in the ceiling.
Okay, so you're chewing away at stone. Okay. Out of character, I'm okay with it. It will be funny. Okay.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna just toss you up and throw you in there.
But anyway, so Light Runner has successfully negotiated with the dragon for your party at least to be free of the dragon's direct commands. You no longer have to obey the dragon, but he's kind of pushing it. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm going to telepathically communicate with Light Runner. Hey, you should probably just, take it or leave it.
Quit while you're ahead.
Quit while you're ahead.
Quit while you have a head.
Yeah.
They're ahead by 1 centimeter, but they think it's a mile.
Fine. We'll leave, Elder.
No, we ain't leaving. We still got to report to him. We ain't leaving.
Actually, we don't. I on your
Yeah, technically you're now under his draconic protection, Light Runner's draconic protection. In other words, you don't belong to the Crystal Dragon anymore. So you don't have to report anything unless you want to.
I give him a middle finger and leave.
You give him a what now?
I give the dragon a middle finger and start walking away.
Do you literally give him your middle finger? Like, do you remove it and hand it to him?
I'll do that like that pull finger joke where you pretend you pull off a joint of your finger. Me. I'll be like, I'm gonna pretend that it's my middle finger, and I'm go like, whoop, and flipping the bird and walk out.
Make a performance check.
I win.
It's right on the edge, but yeah, you actually do.
Oh shit!
You actually, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's funnier. You think you're pretending to remove your finger, but then you actually remove your finger.
Clank, come here. Clank.
You good?
Yeah, as you said that, I was drinking Coke.
Okay, so what do you do with this? Like, you realize you're just taking your own finger off. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Clank and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hold my finger and the nub in the other hand.
Clank is currently in the pit of children running away from someone trying to put red shoes on her.
I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna empty out the children's hole. That sounded really bad.
Okay, so you're gonna reach down and pull them up out of the children's hole. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
dropped.
So, Missouri, from your perspective, it looks like you're just reaching down. From Clank's perspective, You see this arm elongate down from above.
Why did we tell you about grabbing people?
Oh yeah.
Y'all watch as John sprouts a pair of shadow wings and dives after Clank. But nope, don't touch her.
Well, then who's going to put my finger back on?
No one.
While you were talking, you realize that your finger is back where it should be.
Oh,
you have no idea where the missing finger has gone to.
Hey, as long as it's there, we're good.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna we'll try and do that whole thing and
try to keep your magic fingers away from the dragon.
Listen, I'm gonna walk away to the door where I was before all that previously happened, and then I'm gonna flip him again and then walk away.
Are we just outside now?
No, he is.
Man.
What do the rest of you want to do?
I'll just walk outside.
Okay. I'm assuming that, Clank, you would have allowed John to swoop down and pick you up, even though he's flying on shadow wings and still has one shadow leg. But it's preferable to grabbing onto the weird elongated arm that was offered. That isn't there anymore. Noodle, I'm assuming that you're talking and don't realise that your mute is on.
I didn't hear what you said. There was noise outside.
Okay. So, John, Zane's character, flew down and collected you to bring you back up, trying to keep you away from Missouri's weird noodly arm. Do you accept John's rescue, even though his wings seem to be made of shadow? Or do you grab the noodly arm?
Clank does not know which one is scarier.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight is a +1. 20 plus
Feel
1.
free to add your flash of genius. I don't think
Even
that's
with...
gonna... Yeah, even with the flash of genius, that's going to be a 9. So, before Missouri left, you actually did grab his noodly arm and he pulled you up and then walked out and flipped off the dragon.
What part of do not touch the plasmoid, well, the gibbering malver do people not seem to understand?
I know!
Oh, instinct. We somehow got trust from him before. Used to dealing with Missouri.
John lands back up.
And you said he misplaced a finger. Am I able to see it with my blind sight where the finger wandered off to?
It didn't. It was reabsorbed back into his mass without him even thinking
Okay,
about
good. Or bad. I'm unsure.
John lands back up, and the shadowy wings suck into his body before he looks at the dragon. I wish to state that my family holds no affiliation with them in any governmental standing or contract standing. I am just here to see what they do.
You're talking to me as if I give a shit.
Thank you. And then he slowly walks away. He's like, let's make sure that I just didn't ruin anything, and then leave.
Elder?
Okay. Yes. Was it now?
Can I? I'm still. Yeah. I need a fucking drink.
You expect
We don't
me
have drinks, but sorry.
There is a spring nearby. I use it to make sure that the hogs don't die of thirst. Feel free to refresh yourself in its waters.
He's talking about alcohol, Dick.
Then go back to the saloon in the town, asshole.
Well, and you know what? Ours is going to be better because ours is going to have blackjack and hookers. So,
Missouri, shut up!
No, with you around, Missouri.
So, Clank scurries to the spring. Okay.
Before I leave, I'm going to ask if I can have some of these crystal rocks to go. They taste good.
Sure, and several more grow out of the wall for you. The spring, by the way, is mineral water, of course.
Actually, it's hot out here. I'm gonna go get some water.
you probably bathe in them. Get out of it.
Slurp.
You don't tell us what to do, Missouri.
Grim moisturizes in the water.
If you drink from the source of the spring, it doesn't matter if the dragon bathes in the pool. You're not drinking this.
Use it like a water fountain.
Yeah.
Missouri, you drink from a container. You do not drink from the water. We do not need it poisoned.
John drinks from the water.
Looks back at.
It's nice.
Looks back at Light Runner is like, dude.
So you're going to. Those of you who drink from the spring water, you can roll a hit die and regain that many hit points.
Woo!
A free one?
A free hit die's worth of hit points, yes.
Oh, I don't. Never mind.
I'm not telling anyone it does this. God damn it! Oh, I know why. John's not used to this flavor of water.
Actually, holy water.
It doesn't taste enough like it doesn't taste enough like blood for your taste.
Actually, I think it's more of he's used to Fey water because he's a Fey wanderer. So it tastes too bad to him. Like, what the fuck is this?
Mineral water?
Yeah, it's mineral
Plus, you can get another one.
Everybody just gets 1 HP, apparently.
What was what's my hit thing?
Your hit die. Light Runner, you have 4 d6s and 3 d8s available. So you can roll a d8 and regain that many hit points. If you drink
8 d8?
One d8. A single d8.
Okay.
And see how many hit points you get back. If you're drinking from the spring. There you go.
Hey, 3!
3!
The culmination of the 3 before!
Okay. So, you're technically free from any obligation to this dragon. There is still a plague of these strange alien ooze-like creatures spreading across the planet. You have the nearby frontier town. You know that they're those fucking hick hogs are fucking doomed. You have identified some of the victims and destroyed them, but the city is a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on whether or not you give a shit anymore, because that was something that the dragon asked you to do, and you're no longer beholden to him. I'm sorry, what?
Mount up, we're going to save some people.
Fate.
Lightrunner thinks that he's still in charge, even though there is no ship anymore.
John looks at him like, and what makes you in charge of me?
I'm older than you, and I'll vaporize your ass if you don't listen.
I'm higher ranking than you are.
Fight.
I'm in agreement. I still have more popcorn.
Can I have some of your popcorn?
This needs to hand you a rock.
I don't care.
So you can ask me to do stuff, but if you're commanding me, you better sign a contract, little man.
Little man, I challenge you to a one-on-one fight, one shot. Who win?
All right. Dueling rules: 60 feet away from each other to start with. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to bet on who you think is gonna win.
All right, yeah, don't start this yet because I'm making the rounds. I'm gonna do.
Shit.
I got 20 gold on. I'm gonna go with Zane on this one. I'm going with Zane.
John.
He's got me on initiative.
John versus Lightrunner. The fight of the
century. I got 20 on John. Anybody go against me? Come on.
One red rock on Lightrunner. Okay.
Come on. 20 gold. Anybody? Nobody? Come on.
John.
Wait till all the bets are in. Wait till all the bets are in. All right, no one's gonna bet me. Boo. Okay, go ahead.
John.
One sweater or on Lightrunner.
A sweater on Lightrunner. You're betting a sweater on Lightrunner.
Yeah, I'll just make it. I know how to use Weaver's tools.
You're gonna need some fucking fabric. Some.
I have yarn. It's in the sock of holding.
Grim is just sitting with their space hamster plushie looking cute.
John looks over the terms of the duel.
John does what now?
John looks over at Lightrunner. What's the terms of the duel? You challenged me.
He said one shot. So what exactly does that?
He's referring what does John get out of it? If you win, I'll listen to you, but what do I get out of it if I win?
200 gold.
200 gold?
How the hell do you have 200 gold?
He's
starting equipment, because we started higher level, we get a lot more.
That's some bullshit.
That's how we got our magic items.
If you'd done more foraging, you may have found more gold. Who knows?
What magic items?
Anyway, so is it the first? Is it the first to 0 hit points? Is it the first to lose any hit points? Is it like what's the winning?
I think it should be first to hit. Okay.
Yes.
I'm down.
Lightrunner, you should nod. Okay. He said it now. The first to get first to make a successful hit wins, and John gets to go first.
Yep. Bonus action. John starts to whistle, and something about it sends a chill down your spine. As I'm casting, I want to give myself Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And then he holds up his pistol. You really shouldn't have done this, kid.
Do I not have against charmed? Would that not be a charm?
No, all he's doing is giving himself an extra D8 on
D6.
The D6.
Do you not have shield?
I'm giving myself a bonus to my hit with my class ability.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that hits you, Light Runner.
Okay.
So, by your own terms, you just lost your fight.
Yeah.
And 36 points of damage.
Which drops you down to 4 hit points. I think you've been put in your place, Light Runner.
Looks like you need to sign a contract.
Actually, John, one thing. If you look at your histories, Light Runner has a contract with the company you work for.
No, I don't work for the company.
Yeah, John.
As a bounty hunter, you do have to. As a officer, I have a thing to pull in a bounty hunter for one term.
Well, I don't work with
John never served on your ship.
Yes, he's the bounty hunter if I can hire him.
You can, but he doesn't work.
Right. So what you're saying is that yes, you acknowledge that you've lost this fight, but you are willing to hire him as a bounty hunter, and then he has to do what you say under the terms of that arrangement. Sure. Of course, John
is a special type of bounty hunter.
And I'm sure you'll have some interesting clauses in your hiring contract, won't you?
Yeah, there's out of character because it's become quite obvious from everything I've said. He's a Cambion. He's a
he's a fiend.
He's a what? Oh, fiend.
Yeah. For those who aren't as educated in D&D, that's a demon.
Well, half
demon is Cambions.
Yeah, although you could be half devil, and given that you're using contracts, you're probably more devil than demon.
Yeah. I can't remember which one. It's confusing on demons and devils in D&D. I always mix the two up. But I do know Cambions are able to make contracts.
Yes.
So.
Well, are you lawful or chaotic, John?
He's. Fuck. I gotta remember what I put his mother as.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it was chaotic.
Okay, in that case, you don't have. Okay, that would make you more demon, and also make the contract. Well, you don't. We don't have to. Demons don't have to adhere to their portion of the contract.
Bruh.
You can invoke laws, but you have to know of those laws to enforce them.
Well, even then, demons literally don't give a fuck about the law.
Yeah.
They shit all over the law.
Yeah.
They seek out to actively destroy law. Anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all means, write up if he wants to hire you as a mercenary, feel free to write up your terms of service. Yep. But bear in mind that you're a demon. So.
Yeah. He's done this work before, and he's got to keep his reputation to keep more jobs. So. But doesn't mean he won't bend the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I shall actually type out the contract for you to read over, but that's going to happen after session. But unless you don't find that,
you have actual contracts.
You don't actually have to type out a real contract.
You're going to get an actual contract that your character has to sign, and if you don't, he's going to stay with the group. But he won't listen to you like a pet unless you sign it.
John, you can roll. You can just roll a deception. You can just roll a deception check to convince him that the terms of service are acceptable. You don't have to actually write a contract.
Well, I'll make the deception check, but I also think it would be fun as a person to write the contract up.
Okay. Hack, so, Light Runner, you're going to make an insight check against his deception check.
That's what I'm double checking. Yep.
It's +7.
I'll use the bardic inspiration on this, because...
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, the terms are acceptable. The terms are acceptable. Go on.
I specifically built John for charisma checks. Like, that's his whole build. Isn't that?
Yeah, I know. So, yes. So, Light Runner walks away knowing that he's lost the fight. He's lost 200 gold because he lost the fight. But he did get a mercenary out of it, and you're going to continue to pay John for his services as a mercenary in your crew. It's probably that's probably just going to be like 2 gold a day. That's usually...
I was thinking...
Sorry?
I was thinking 5 a day.
Okay.
That's reasonable to me. 5 gold a day with a down payment of 200.
Well, you got the 200 anyway for winning the fight, so...
Yeah. Yeah, so...
That's my offer.
5 gold a day, total of 20 days. So that's the... Yeah.
He forms up a contract, which will have writing.
So only 100 gold? You're getting shortchanged.
Okay. Bear in mind that John's contract looks like he's agreeing to that.
Yeah.
Is it written in front of everyone?
It is written.
Yep.
It's written in let me look up Shadow Demons. 1 second.
I imagine it would be somewhat conjured, but it would be...
It's written in Abyssal. I had to check which language.
I can read
it.
Does somebody else... Does anybody who is able to read the Abyssal small print want to actually peruse the document and see if they can beat the 26 that he rolled?
That would be impossible, but it's funny.
Yep.
Insight check.
Insight check, impossible. No, it looks fine! Yeah, no, it looks fine! I'm a lawyer, though, don't trust me.
Okay.
I do this for a living. You can trust me.
Yeah.
Be a living! Trustworthy, come on.
Anyway, so where you guys going now? You're free to pursue whatever you want to pursue as a party. Light Runner will fall back on old habits and try to boss you around from time to time, but you're all just trying to survive.
Yeah. Can I send my familiar Raven out to scout for a bit, see if anything's interesting other than the city?
Sure. Light Runner has suggested you go to the city and try to save it, but yeah, sure. Have a look around, see if there's any side quests you can distract yourself with.
Any side quests?
We should go back to the tavern and ask for rumors of side quests.
Maybe.
Yep.
We could do that on our way.
Those of you who have been with this party from the beginning, do you remember what happened last time you were at the city?
We're not supposed to go to the city.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
Wait, is it the
Right.
city that we got kicked out of, or?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure, there are other cities out there. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just save the other cities, not that one though.
We'll just let that one fall into ruin. We can find other cities.
I can't go to the city to the west.
there's a city to the west.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of got banned.
Why
Okay,
would you
so-
be banned?
So he's got banned from the same city, which is interesting.
Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was in the east.
I kind of stole something.
Did you
Would you?
What did you get something?
What did you steal? Food?
Yes,
Okay.
and also I got all the gold, so I stole it.
You got a what now?
You stole the gold?
All the gold I had, I stole it from that city.
You s-
Oh, what?
Okay. Okay. Interestingly enough, hogs don't use
They
gold
don't
as
have gold.
Hogs don't use gold as currency.
But they still have gold objects that I melted down. I had melted.
How'd you melt it down?
Okay.
Would be even funnier if they think gold is just trash.
It is. It's a useless metal. It's decorative, but that's about it.
Okay. Hey, Clint,
More likely you got kicked out because you're an outsider.
You know, it'd be funny if he took some trash metal, but to him it's gold and it's valuable. And then he ran from the city thinking that if he ever gets caught, he'd be in trouble. And they're like, whatever, we don't care. It was trash.
wait, what?
Oh, you mean the friendly garbage man?
Okay, I got a question. What's to the east?
What's to the east?
Yeah, what is to the east?
What's to the north?
I'm still looking. I'm
okay, hold
looking
on.
through the bird.
Hold on.
Mountain. That's where my escape pod landed.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm the one who's building this world.
Yeah, he's the conductor here.
Alright. So if we've canonically put the city in the west, you were taken... I imagined that it was northeast to get to the frontier town and the Dragon's Mountain, which would be northish also. But you're saying that there was also another mountain to the north. See, I imagined that you got crashed into like some woods or something, which would be easier for you to survive in.
Yeah.
The main wreck is, or at least what's left of it, and the nearby chasm would be south. Okay. Okay. So you did come down with amongst some rocks and some smaller mountains and woods, like into a nice little valley. It makes sense that you would come down in a valley, and that's where you've been surviving. And that was north of the city, not far north of the city, which is why you went to the city to get to scavenge, and decided after you stole that gold that you can't ever go back there.
I didn't know.
So instead you went to the frontier town, which is where you walked into the saloon and ended up meeting up at the party. If you go southwest from here, you end up back at the main crash site. But if you go further Okay. Yeah, it's unexplored territory, but you can send your familiar out that way to see ahead of time what might be there. You know that there are roaming alien creatures, the big insecty things, insect-lizard things, roaming the plains.
The thing is a one-shot tree.
Got a question. Who can heal me up?
You need healing?
We got a couple of healers.
I can heal you. I'll cast.
I'm like 4 HP.
Whose fault? And whose fault is that?
I will cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on you.
So that would be 2d8 plus 3. Actually, no, 2d8 plus 1 because it's a druid spell, isn't it? So 4. Okay. So anyway, let's see.
I think we're all a little low on HP and could probably do with a long rest.
You probably could do with a long rest.
Speak for yourself. I'm the only one who's probably fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine. I don't care.
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's have some fun. As you are heading away from the city that you've all been rejected from, the familiar reports back to Merrick that there seems to be another crashed ship. Possibly even another section of your own ship. They don't know.
Interesting.
Away!
Guys, there seems to be another part of the ship, or maybe a different ship out there. Which way was it?
Just keep going the way you're going.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks away, trying not to let the rest of the party know that the ship was hauling some valuable equipment to a mining planet.
No.
I believe I'm going to take a guess that maybe the cargo, whatever is over there, might just be party supplies.
Pretty much that, plus something else. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I wish you'd run by these ideas by me before you just come up with them during the game.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I just have the fun!
But anyway...
That's why I put question mark, because I don't know.
Yeah. You don't know what you're going to find when you get there. Well, you move towards it, and sure enough, as you keep going, and as you avoid the roaming herds of bistles, you do indeed come across some mangled wreckage. Still, why are you... Okay.
Clank, stop yipping! You don't know what's out there! Also, Anthony, I sent you, and then everyone has access to it, the contract John made.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, you come across some twisted metal wreckage. You guys want to... You can make a history check or an arcana check to see if you recognize it.
I'm on a history check.
That's why I stealth, so I can get up there and see what's up there.
Ah, that's what you're doing. Okay.
Actually, I could do the same.
I assume I can't make this check.
Why?
Because I wasn't part of the ship crew.
You can still make an arcana check.
Okay.
What were the checks available? History and...
History to see if it looks like the ship you're familiar with. Arcana to see if you can identify which ship it belongs to. Okay, so Missouri...
I did an insight check.
That's not what I asked for.
Oh, crap. Hit the wrong one.
History
or arcana.
History or arcana.
Fat finger syndrome.
15.
Nice. And what was yours? History or arcana, Tree?
History.
History. Okay. Both Missouri and Merrick recognize...
I did it.
Recognize that that's not your ship. However, Light Runner still thinks it must be part of your own ship. What else could it be?
Some captain, huh?
He wasn't the captain. He was just
high ranking.
Oh yeah, high ranking. Whatever.
You know what happened to the captain.
Wait, what? I don't know what happened. No one told me.
Yeah, no.
Do we know what?
Yeah, this is true. Do you want to catch him up on what happened to his captain?
Oh yeah. So most of that crew at the bridge were absorbed into a gibbering mouther mess all along the walls. We had to destroy it.
You did find his hand, though.
We found his hand.
Great.
The captain's hand.
Just great.
Yeah.
Do you still have the captain's hand?
Wait, do we?
I'm pretty sure we wouldn't let that thing go.
Is it in the bag? The sock holding?
The sock of holding. Are you going to tell Light Runner what you found in the captain's cabin?
I mean, we went to his quarters.
We found drugs.
Well, no, that was somewhere else. Yeah, his,
what did he have in his safe?
He had a stash of underwear in his safe. Women's underwear, if we're to presume.
Yes, and for some reason I put it in my sock of holding.
Wait, you did what?
He kept it. I thought you burnt it. I thought it was. I'm pretty sure.
I thought we burned it.
I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I can testify.
Yeah, we burned it.
You burned
Don't
the
worry,
underwear.
we burned it. Do not worry at all.
Yeah, Clank is going to Caxor about that. Did you know the captain had an underwear obsession?
Anyway.
Just looks... Shaking my head. Great. Who didn't know about that?
Wait, who didn't know about it?
Caxor.
So, yeah, he didn't know, or he did know, I'm not sure. But either way, are you going to continue making your way towards this wreckage? At the very least, you might be able to use it as a shelter to rest for the night, right?
Can I, perception or something to see what if it looks safer, like
Well,
if there's
I was
anything around
Yeah,
that looks
perce-
unsafe.
Yeah,
I was
anybody wants to can do perception or investigation to see if they can gauge the.
since I did stealth, I'm gonna be up there and I'm gonna.
Investigate.
Well, besides that, advise that nobody go in yet, because I was thinking that we'd do a stakeout and make sure that this place isn't already, owned by somebody.
I'm doing
Well,
an investigation.
That's what you're doing
Oh,
there.
wow.
Okay, Alison, what were you rolling there? Was that investigation?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. You can already see from this distance that the hole seems to be, even before it crashed, it looked like the hole had twisted, blistered, and buckled in places. Part of the metal almost looks organic. Missouri, you would also spot the same thing, that some of this ship looks less like a ship and more like a weird hybrid between flesh and metal.
Oh.
This planet is very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Everything looks fine to Hacksaw.
And me, apparently.
Yeah, American Light Runner thing. Oh, shelter! Yay! Let's skip towards this ominous piece of metal together.
Nah.
Is it perception or insight?
Did I roll?
Well, you have to gather the data first. So perception or investigation to collect the data.
Go ahead, Noodle, talk.
Okay, let me check which one I'm better.
Yeah, I still don't know shit. My rolls have been crap.
What was that, Noodle?
I'm going to roll investigation.
Yes, intelligent. Yes.
I am a clever little kobold.
You got this.
Yay!
Okay. So, on closer inspection, it looks like this had been a ship, but something infected the metal. Something corrupted and twisted it and tried to and altered it, which probably led to the thing crashing.
It wasn't me.
Does it
Sorry?
seem alive in any way?
That's gonna take an insight check.
Okay. Y'all do your insight.
I didn't know this one, guys.
Or technically medicine, I suppose.
I will roll medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Light Runner, you suddenly realize after it's been pointed out by Clank that this thing, that the metal seems to be infected, that this ship succumbed to some sort of technovirus. That was trying to, trying to turn the ship into a
Oh my gosh.
biological host that would make more technovirus.
Everybody, get out of the ship, please.
What? Why?
Well, you would know that after Clank had made that observation.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yes. But I'm assuming Clank would have told the group,
Yes,
possibly even absent-mindedly, just while they were observing, just talked aloud about what they were observing, which allowed Light Runner to realize that, oh shit, it's a technovirus. Thanks.
Why should we run? It's not moving.
It doesn't have to. It will latch on as soon as it senses our body heat. Move!
Backing off, backing off, backing off, backing off. We
Okay.
should find somewhere else
Start
to
walking away.
set up a camp.
Ratchet was at your heel, right?
Yes.
Ratchet doesn't look very well. Some of its metal hide is beginning to bubble.
Chet, retreat.
I run over to it and I put my hand on it to absorb it.
To absorb the biological components.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to.
Yeah.
Get its attention off Ratchet and get its attention onto me because I'm living.
You're also good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I like it. I really like it. Let's do. Let's have you roll survival.
Survival. I will survive.
Missouri. Just Missouri.
Yes.
I am a survivor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
I have a elemental thingy that might be handy in this situation.
Okay. All right. So what you're seeing is as Missouri puts his hand on the bubbling carapace of Ratchet, is that the infection seems to slow down, but it's not stopping.
Okay, I am going to dismantle Ratchet. I can always rebuild him later, so...
So you're going to save as many of the mechanical components as you can and excise the... basically remove the part that's being infected, correct?
Yes.
I cast Shocking Grasp by helping. I help Clank by casting Shocking Grasp.
It's not going to help him.
How would that help?
Yeah, how does that work exactly? Talk me through that.
Shocking Technovirus.
Okay, so are you waiting until Missouri has removed his hand from Ratchet, or you just...
I had already put my hand on it to absorb it. You don't need to do anything.
I'm stopping the other from attacking. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing's attacking right now.
Okay. A preventive, so it doesn't try.
If you do Shocking Grasp on Ratchet at the moment, you're going to hurt Missouri.
Never mind. I'm thinking prevent the other infection from hitting. You know, from other attack.
Alright.
Okay. I think I'm miscommunicating. Sorry.
You don't need to do it right now.
Alright, then I'll stop. I have it prepared, but I'm not doing it.
Okay. Nobody else has anything mechanical apart from like weapons. You might.
Well.
Go on.
John wouldn't have.
John want to what?
John wouldn't have gone in, but John does have his gun.
Do you want to?
I got my laser rifle.
Do you all want to investigate your mechanical weapons?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I still have a laser gun for some reason.
Yes. Check them. Make sure that they're not turning into flesh.
Investigation?
Investigation. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So, Alison, you do notice a slight, some signs of infection in the outer carapace of the weapon. But being what you are, you absorb any biological elements into yourself. The gun looks a little scarred and pockmarked right now, but otherwise it's fine. Merrick, you investigate your weapon thoroughly and see no signs of infection at all.
Oh.
When I hold my weapon, it does it does light on fire. Does that do anything to it? that I won't notice.
That you would notice? No, but as a precaution.
Well, I got a 2 on my check, so I wouldn't notice jack.
But as a precaution, you purge it anyway. That's fair.
My laser rifle, I check.
Yeah, you check your laser rifle. You're not sure, but you don't trust it. Like, you can't see anything, but it worries you that you're worried that it might be infectious, and you just don't see it yet.
Can someone else do it?
Wait a sec. Do I see anything?
Who is asking? Can I see anything?
That would be me, the person with blind sight.
Would you like to reach out with your tendrils and do a thorough investigation? Touchy-feely.
Of who?
Of
my life.
Of Light Runner's weapon, because he's not sure that whether it's infected or not.
He's not sure if his weapon is infected. Okay, then.
Yes. I want you... Like, he's going to hold out his weapon, and you're going to fondle it with your tendrils.
Fuck it. Sure. Worst case scenario, I rip the tentacle off before anything happens.
It's a techno-virus. You're not techno. You're fine.
Thank the gods none of us are Warforged.
Yes.
That would so suck.
Night Watch. We're lucky Night Watch isn't here.
Okay, what am I supposed to roll?
A d20 plus 2 for your investigation. Oh,
I rolled higher than a fucking 10 this time.
Hooray! Yeah. So, you inspect it thoroughly, and you don't see any. You don't feel any of the hard metal pulsing or throbbing or growing in any way, shape, or form. It seems fine to you. Okay?
Okay, it seems fine. Chuck it into the fire to make sure, though.
If you're so concerned about your weapon, just hand it over.
Here.
I will eat the disease away.
I don't know if it's a good idea to let you eat diseases. Like,
Just
what happens
my
if...
rifle good? Please, someone.
He'll take the rifle and, similar to how Ghost Rider does with his ride, he sets it ablaze, and then returns it back to normal. I imagine there's a slight infernal hint to it when he does. Before he sets it back, it hands it back. It's like, there you go. Gosh, making me work for this contract.
Well, that's the point of the contract, isn't it?
Not all contracts.
Tosses him the 300 gold.
300?
Paid in full.
Yep. You're just carrying a lot of gold.
Read the contract you sent.
Yeah, the contract says 200, and then every day you must pay 5.
Yeah. I'm just paying it off in full.
Okay.
Okay. That means that the contract is over, you realize.
Well, no, the contract goes for 20 days.
Okay.
He's just paid the contract.
Uh-huh.
So now you can't fail the contract by not paying me, so.
Because it's already been fulfilled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah. So, what do you want to do? You're still near to this wrecked ship that is festering with technovirus. What do you want to
do? Everybody get back. I'm going to have some fun.
Go on.
I'm thinking... Ooh. Can you bring up Absorb Element real quick so I can read it, please?
I don't think it does what you think it does, but Absorb Elements. Spell captures some of the incoming energy when you take damage.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, kill it with fire would probably be the way to go.
Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame is radiant.
Oof. Never mind on that one.
Wait. Question, Anthony.
Yes.
Does it look like the structure is at least connected entirely from one point to another, like metal against metal throughout the whole thing?
The hull is more or less intact, but but parts of that hull have been transformed to something.
Okay.
To something semi-organic.
Okay. Well, shoot. I gotta check the range of this spell.
If anybody's out, I use Shocking Grasp.
You're going to just put electricity through the hull. Okay.
Yeah.
While he does that, I'm going to cast Heat Metal on the hull.
While Missouri is hitting it with freezing. Is that your breath attack you're using there, Missouri?
Yeah, trying to, but if everybody else on their mind is going to try, and I ain't going to waste it.
Yeah, but the combination of damage might do something. Plus, I wanted to tell you something about that.
I don't think I hit.
You'd have advantage because it's not moving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me try that again. Wait a minute, I can do Trend Spell.
It's a single target.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What was that?
6. ADV, right?
Well, in this case, because you've already rolled it once, you just need to roll it one more time. So you don't need to put the ADV.
Okay, just roll it again.
Just roll it one more time. Yeah. There we go. That's a hit. How much damage do you do?
I do not know what Shocking Grasp is.
Alright, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to also look up something for Missouri at the same time here. Alright, so we would be at this level 2d8. Now, so, Missouri.
Yeah.
As you open your maw to spit out a stream of ice, instead a glob of strange chemicals splatches against the side of the festered ship which explodes in a bright flash of light.
Oof.
Yeah, we got to get this thing out of me.
Can those who...
Well, there goes you guys' idea of having igloos.
All right.
Yep, we got to work on getting this thing out of me. This is number one.
So, those who would have been also doing stuff to the ship, who would have been within 15 feet. Yeah, shit, that's a lot of fire damage. I'd like... I would like John and Light Runner to each make a dexterity save to see if they Sorry?
I can cast heat metal from 60 feet away.
Okay, fair enough. Just
and I have technology on me, so I couldn't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fine.
Light Runner then.
Okay, give me a second. I had to see what it was.
Your dexterity saving throw.
3.
Yeah, d20 plus 3. You're right. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. You're just blind for 6 seconds.
Flashbang.
Oof.
So you're just blinded and disorientated for 6 seconds, and then you blink, and eventually, things start to come back into focus again. But you're probably going to want to know from Missouri what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Missouri probably also wants to know what the fuck just happened.
Yep, whatever this is, we got to get it out of me. This is our number one priority. Let's go.
I see, Rise, you just puked up part of yourself.
Probably.
Those who have fought gibbering mouthers before might recognize the blinding spittle attack.
Yeah, this is going to be our number one priority now, is getting this.
There.
Was it?
It's yours, then it's mine, and I'm gone.
Misery, we would have to get a scroll of reincarnation or some other type of spell, since you are more or less a gibbering mouther fully. We would have to kill you and then revive you for you to be back to normal.
Well, where's the next magic station?
Where's the next magic station? You're gonna have to try and find a wandering hermit or something. Go on.
Where's the nearby church?
Does it look like the virus is going away?
Oh yeah, the fire damage has burnt away. Where the hull gets sort of blackened anyway, but where it's semi-biological, you see that it's withering and blackening and crisping up nice. It smells pretty tasty, in fact.
I love this spell. I usually prefer it on my foes when they melt alive, but I'll accept this condition.
Yeah. It is really fucking hot, though, and some of the metal is also glowing and sort of softening up. And, yeah. This thing is... You're not going to be able to fly this thing. Between the technovirus and the heat metal, this thing's fucked.
I forgot how much heat metal does.
It's a lot.
For its full duration, it is lethal. Like,
yes. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna have to find some shelter. So maybe now the technovirus has been destroyed, you can use whatever is left of the hull as a place to camp.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
How big is it? It wasn't as big as the ship that you guys were on, because your guys was a fucking
Fleet.
Sorry?
It was like a fleet,
It
sort of.
it was a flying city. It was huge.
Yeah.
This thing is probably closer to like a freighter rather than a cruise liner. You know?
Like,
I'm going to start walking towards the next city.
in boat terms, would it be on the smaller end of navy boats?
Yeah.
So, like, the kind of vessel that they might use for patrolling island waters.
Bit bigger than that.
Because I've seen and been on one of those, so I have a rough idea of what they're like.
Fredo, where he's describing it, it'd be about 220 feet long by about 40 feet wide.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know, like, maybe a little bit smaller than a ferry. Channel Island ferry.
Okay.
Decent size, but...
Because I'm assuming you've seen those, Sean.
Oh yeah, I've been on them a few times.
Yeah. But afraid of This is what I meant by afraid of.
Oh, so decent size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good
Massive.
operations to an extent. And
Yes.
like, is it like half of it, or is there like a big chunk that's been taken out?
Yeah, you're looking at maybe the yeah. Some of it is like buried in the ground, but what's exposed is like half of the forgot what's the rear of a ship called? Aft. Okay.
The butt.
Yeah. Yeah, half the butt is sticking up out of the
The stern. It is.
Okay. But either way, you've got yeah. However, yeah. There's enough exposed ship for you to shelter in, and a lot more buried to explore if you feel so inclined.
What could possibly go wrong?
What's the worst that could happen?
That hasn't happened already, like losing a limb or getting infected.
I don't know what you mean by losing a limb. I have my limb.
Oh, my mistake. Let me fix that.
Go ahead if you want. You see an evil smirk come across his face.
Don't do it. I'm not losing my soul because you guys want to be idiots.
Can you speak?
Are you sure?
I would
Lightrunner,
shoot myself if he does it.
Lightrunner, can you speak Abyssal?
A little bit.
Do you have
Let me check
in your language?
Let me check your
Or can you?
No, you can. No, you know, Elven, Common, Draconic, and Thieves can't. You do not.
So you can't read the contract. So you don't know that clause is in there.
I read it really poorly, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm throwing an insight check just to.
You already
You
did.
did.
You already did, and
And
you
you
failed.
failed.
You started.
No one shoots anyone. Please.
Yeah,
That is a fair thing.
that's fair.
No, I'm just saying because the crew. I like supporting my crew, keep my crew. You look at my thing.
Are you going to bring out Admiral Payne as you say? No one shoots anyone.
Yes.
He waves his billy club around as he says, "No one shoots anyone."
John giggles.
I'm not using it. I'm just doing it.
Anyway,
I'm just going to mimic him by twirling around my frying pan.
Alison goes into ball form with guns sticking out and pointing at stuff before sleeping. Communes with good traitor off the side while everyone bickers if we're resting.
I made blanket forts.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all are doing, but I'm walking towards the next city.
John's going. Well, everyone else is resting in the ship.
Missouri, everyone else is long resting. If you want to go off on your own,
Yep.
then you're not part of the party anymore.
We're not following you.
Missouri, please hang around.
Makes my tent, lays down, prays that no one does sex.
Does Missouri realize that they're not following and then decides to come back? Or is Missouri leaving the party?
Well, he wants to figure out what the hell's going on, so he's not resting.
Okay. So
We need to rest. We can't help you if we're barely standing.
Out of character, Barnesy. If you do this, your character's not going to be in the campaign.
you'd have to play as somebody else, maybe.
Could
Fine,
say
I'll
your
sit there.
character is scouting around the area, maybe. I don't know.
I'll sit there and wait for you guys to rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're keeping watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
All right, Missouri. How is your perception? Yeah, you'd actually be a good one to go on to watch all night because you got a passive perception of 17. Problem is, you do still need to long rest occasionally. Could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Nope.
All right, so you stay up all night, keeping an eye on everyone else, making sure everyone else is safe, but you do get a level of exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
Fair enough.
Can't a lesser restoration fix that, or is that greater?
Da, 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 da.
I think it would be greater.
Let me check. Let me check.
And check. Let him check.
It's not lesser. And yeah, it's greater restoration. You need to reduce a level of exhaustion. Oh, they just need to sleep. But yeah. So that was good. I think you all, I mean, obviously on a long rest, you all get all your hit points and spell slots back. I think you all deserve a level up.
Yay!
Sweet.
All right. We'll put a pin in it there with you all sleeping. And we will...
Sit up the leg, by the way, whilst everybody's here.
I'm sorry?
The leg.
Who is it that needed the leg?
John.
John. But he doesn't really need it. You think he needs it. And as I said, the more time, hours, days, weeks even, that you spend working on it, the better the replacement magic limb will be.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's just so I know who to ask sort of what vibe they want from it. That's all.
Well, John is a Cambion with a shadow demon parent. So yeah, the vibe is probably going to be spooky and demonic, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it did level up, correct?
Yes.
Level up. So, if anybody needs help with that, I'll stay on after the...
I do.
Yep, all ends. But first, Those of you who have been listening, I hope you've enjoyed this and that you like and subscribe so you get more. If you haven't already, do it. Just do it. And you can also join the Games of Geekery community and the Chaotic Cantrips community on Discord. And yeah, there's even a link to my Patreon if you want to be super, 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 super awesome. In the meantime, though, no matter what role you play,